called Bungie bribes gamers to play Marathon as Sony takes direct control. Now, the thing about Bungie is, for those who are unaware, is that Bungie were one of the main developers and publishers as well that supported Xbox's rise in their early years, especially with the Halo franchise. And like all good things Xbox has, they take control of it, mess it up, and then completely ruin the franchise. Which is why you work with people and you don't try and take them over. Like, I'm working with Noise, right? I'm not taking over his show. I'm not stealing his car. I'm just driving it for him. And in exchange, he can reap all the benefits of that. And just like all you guys are passengers in the car, I'm sure you're going to have a great time in it. And we're all going to mutually benefit from that. That's how Xbox and Bungie should have operated. But no, they're like, I'm Xbox, Noise is Bungie, right? I'm going to buy out Halo, Noise. I'm going to buy out this show. I'm going to take it over. I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to get rid of Ozzy. I'm going to get rid of Lilith, right? I'm going to put in corporate types who don't know anything about the show and ruin it that way, right? And then Bungie went on to make Destiny, which was, well, the first and second one, which were relatively successful. And then they got bought out by Sony, who controls PlayStation. And the original plan was to give Bungie a wide latitude of control, of independence, like a collaboration. But then, for lack of a better term, Bungie shat the bed, especially with the Marathon project. And now it's getting so bad that they're trying to bribe gamers and game streamers to give good reviews of Marathon so that once it releases, if it releases, because there are a lot of problems with that game, including stolen assets, but once they release it, it'll have good publicity. Jay, what do you think of this whole situation?
So, I was looking into the $500 thing. Like, what's required? You have to play an hour a day for 30 days to qualify for this $500 certificate. So it has to be an hour. Like, you can't do 50 minutes. You have to do an hour of the play test. I don't know if there's anywhere that even tracks this other than you just tracking it yourself. And then there's a survey you have to answer and all this stuff. I mean, I think they want almost no one to qualify, but they're trying to bait people into this thing. So think about it like this. They're trying to bait people in with the $500. Now the 30 days are up and people are not getting the $500 that they thought they qualified for. Do you think this is going to help or hurt Bungie in the end? They're going to be shitting on this game.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt the company in the long term. And I think now, considering the people in Bungie know we're gonna lose operational control to Sony, let's just sabotage.
Oh yeah, no, they are. They're already getting swallowed up by them. They're already taking them. So that's happening. If it has not already completely happened. I mean, they've taken the lead designers, they pulled them into Sony. They've already taken developers. The game's pretty much just going to release as a Sony game with a Bungie title.
Noise. Imagine if someone was trying to swallow you whole. I mean, I don't think you would like it, except if it was Ozzy down there. Yes, that was a sex joke. Because they did that sort of thing in their younger years. Don't ask me how I know that. My mentor told me a lot about the people here. Not all of it good. But I will point out right here, right now, that when you're dealing with situations like this, don't sell out, right? Don't jump through these hoops. Because if you sell out corporate, folks, you're just going to get rear-ended, all right?
That means two things.
Well, Roadkill, why don't you go ahead first?
Oh, no, I hate everything. Go ahead. Someone else.
Oh. Well, I was going to ask Noise if he was a gamer and what he made of all this.
Noise doesn't play games.
Okay, that's good.
I'm a light gamer, occasionally, but I'm not like even it's not something I do every day.
Okay. If Furious Dan was here, we'd break the ice by asking Dan, can you spell Bungie for us? But Legion is a super gamer. He's not just a gamer, folks.
I'm the super
He's a
gamer here.
super gamer. And it's great to see Mark Fox in the Rumble chat. I hope you're doing well, my good man. He's going to be our Friday guest for Dash Attack Old White Road, and that's going to be a great show, man, because I heard Dash Attack was off the steroids now. So he's back to his thin, flabby self instead of his, steroided, basically steroided self. But Legion, what do you make of the whole thing about Bungie bribing gamers?
It's fucking pathetic, is what it is. Like, if you have to bribe people to play your fucking game, if you have to bribe games journalists to write positive articles, if you have to bribe somebody to write a nice article about your fucking movie, Disney, you know what? It sucks a bunch of donkey ass. That's what it does. Nobody wants to watch that crap. Like, and this, and just literally shout out to basically Disney for the whole Pedro Pascal thing and the Fantastic Four. If you have to like find PR because Pedro Pascal's a fucking creep who likes to touch all the women on the planet, and then of course probably get a finger in his butthole at the same time. You have a fucking problem. You really do. Nobody wants to play your crap. Nobody wants to see your movies. Nobody wants to. Just make a game that's fun. Make a game that's fun. Don't put fucking, political crap into it. Shout out to you, Going North. I'm gonna play that, when it comes out in 2026 or whatever the fuck it is. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And quite frankly, you know what? I'm gonna be like the migrant who probably goes around and just kills other migrants. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's it's like I'm gonna secretly kill them in their sleep, slit their throats before the coyotes do, and they're gonna
take us north because winter is coming. I knew Lilith would laugh at that statement. Throat
that was fucking raw, man. Thank you.
But we'll ask what Ozzy makes of this whole. Yeah, that's your name now, Elijah. I call you Ozzy. You look like Ozzy Osbourne. What do you make of all this?
Well, these people that are doing this kind of stuff, they went to college for business, and if they went to college for business and if they passed their business courses, they would understand that this is not good business at all.
Yep.
And if you're going to bribe, if you have to bribe people to play your game, it's not worth a shit in the first place. I mean, a product of merit should be able to stand on its own without having to try to pay people to play it and not even give out the honest reviews. They're not wanting honest reviews. They're wanting good reviews so everybody else will go out and buy the stupid game. And then when they get into the game, they'll get to seeing how horrible it is and stuff like that, and just, go their own way with it. And that will prolong the inevitable of the company downfall, I think.
Well, I have a confession to make, folks. My mentor was bribed to play Dustborn, and he made a lot of money out of playing Dustborn. It was one of the worst games he ever played and contributed to his psychological deterioration that led to him basically giving up content creation. So playing awful games can have a detrimental effect to your mental health. Look, I'd happily take bribes for all sorts of things to get things done. Got to climb that greasy pole somehow. But the one thing I will not do is play very awful games for money. What do you think, Roadkill? You've got plenty of cash to burn, obviously. So would you take bribes to play an awful game?
I would, yes. Number one, to play an awful game and sit through it and burn through it and hate myself. That's a part of this whole game streaming sort of thing. Is once in a while play something that's completely whack. Your predecessor, whoever your mentor was, I distinctly remember him playing something called Date Everything, and that was the game that changed my life.
But you could
Oh,
fuck a
okay,
lamp.
so now it's all starting to make some sense.
Yeah, but date everything is not inclusive enough. It didn't include hoggers.
True.
Yeah, and you were,
We don't
and you
speak
were,
of that.
well, I will point out
It's a Christian
that
stream.
Date Everything also didn't include the possibility of mixing between the characters, and as we all know, I am very much pro mixing. Okay, folks, I think we should all be in a melting pot and mix together. That's what I fundamentally believe. I think race mixing is a good thing. Lilith,
You're such a good man.
thank you. I want to help oppressed people. I want to help blacks. I want to help the mixed race community. I want to help women and Jews and transgender people because they are people. Lilith, what do you make of the topic of Bungie? Yeah, Bungie. Yeah, what was that? That was an error. That wasn't a blooper, folks. That was an error. No, not a blooper. It was an error. So, Lilith, what do you make of Bungie bribing games?
Oh, it's very easy. I was playing Halo 3 and Halo Reach in abundance, and they were the GOAT back then. They had a following. They were top-of-notch people who make games that drawed millions. There was a day where actually more than 1 million people were online playing this game, Halo 3, in a time where internet wasn't as it is now. So they have fallen. To me, Bungie as a company and as a creator is dead for a long time. And the fact that they are now bribing their audience is no surprise to me, because they are a fucking fat failure of a company and of a creative space. They are just nothing anymore. They are like Ubisoft. I'm done.
Exactly. And that's what happens when you allow yourselves to be bought out, when you allow yourselves to be sold out. And it's great to see Mark letting us all know that Legion, Ryan, in the chat is pro miscegenation. I think we're all pro miscegenation, which is a very long and complex word. So I just prefer to use the word mixing. We are all pro mixing here. Okay, just look at Lilith. She's half woman, half corpse. You can't get more mixed than that.
Yeah, she's actually part Asian. I'm not sure which type of Asian, but and Austrian, Japanese. Okay, so yeah.
I thought she was Siberian.
Does she live in
I
Italy?
like cold. No, I live in Austria.
Oh, well, that
I
would
was
have been
raised in Austria and I live in Austria.
But
Oh,
Mark,
and that beta they're doing, by the way, is closed. It's a closed beta, so we're not even going to be able to see it. So then they're not going to be able to talk about it. And it's $500. Who knows what they're going to hang over their head with it? That whole thing is just issues.
I mean, it really smells like fucking Dragon Age, the top scars.
Hey.